And welcome back to Late Night Gunpla with Talon Omega. Today we are continuing on with the Perfect Grade. Hopefully, finally finish up the left arm, and I'm thinking trying to do the shoulders and perhaps the hips today. We'll see how much of that we get through, and then tomorrow we'll see either finishing up the hips and maybe starting the legs or what that'll be. We'll have to see. I did decide to go ahead and do the hand part off screen just because I didn't want to spend half the session, half the build session just kind of sanding the hands. I did wind up using my kind of my poor man sander. I repurposed a old toothbrush. Well, not actually an old one. I actually bought a toothbrush, old heads though. Kind of gave them a cleaning and then just kind of pulled off all the bristles, and using double-sided stick tape and some sanding paper, that did that. So I used the high grade. I used I think the 180 grit, pretty much just to get the area smooth to the same level, and then I used the 400 and 800 grit, and then the razor to kind of give it a nice glossy finish. Unfortunately, it is kind of a slightly different plastic, or at least the first knuckle is a different plastic from the second knuckle. So I think the second knuckle is ABS, the first knuckle is that other kind. Not quite polycap, but polycap-ish, and so it kind of leaves weird little kind of extra pieces, and then the tips of the fingers as well are that different plastic as well. So yeah, it kind of left weird edges on it. I'm not gonna bother too much on that. In addition, last week being the holiday, Saturday wound up going with my wife's family and spent out there longer than I really, well, no, we never really know how long we're going to be out there, but we wound up staying there really late, so I didn't get back in time to stream. And then Sunday, went out with a friend for what was supposed to be a build, kind of a build day, and that got sidetracked, and they decided to call it a build the backlog day. So that's a bit of today's kind of follow up as well. So I'll save this one to last, but because there's a new Lego store, I wound up buying myself. So got the Lucky Cat. Probably be, I don't know, I might build that with the store, or just might build it and get a gift for her. Myself the arcade machine. Now this one, I like it. I kind of hope that either they or maybe someone on Etsy kind of sells stickers replacements for the top part, the side piece, and the kind of screen here. There it goes. Yeah, the screen. Because yeah, it only comes with one set. I kind of wish it came with others, but it could work. So yeah, doing that. And then the big kit, there was a screw U, that's why. Want to buy myself yeah, there's Yoshi being green and the chroma. So I've been holding this one's been on my kind of wish list for a while, so I finally picked it up. So I got those at the Lego store, and then, as I said, we were kind of build a collection for the wife. I picked up a little Hello Kitty book nook. I'm not sure if I want to build it to her or just give it to her. Actually, no, I showed it to her, so I think she said that maybe try to build them together. So that's kind of the plan with that one. And then the last big thing that I do want to show off, because I'm a sucker. Another Gunpla. This one got me because it has an air compressor. So she's a little kind of modeler, and so it comes with the compressor and air. Comes with the kind of little bottles of paint. It also comes with nippers, and her phone case looks like nippers. So yeah, because it comes with the compressor and airbrush, I picked it up. She's just like me for real. So it is a frame armor girl, and what is it? Sosai Shoujo Teien. Bukigo Kotobuki. So yeah, it's obviously Kotobukiya. You know, their Gunpla. So yeah, the faces. Um, she's got a really good face, kind of really. I love this kit that I'm building, kind of face. So I might use that one. And then since I have essentially a 112, so she says she's 110 scale. We'll have to see how big it is. We've got a 112 scale tattoo bed that I got from Gacha, that I might have her kind of sitting at it and tattooing one of the other girl plas that I built with the spare pieces from the Scout. So I might do that there. In addition, over the week I finished, or at least finished the straight build of the 3.0. So I've got him done, at least the basic build. It's alright. So this is a bit of annoyance. This is very loose. So like these hip parts are kind of very loose. I mean, it should be easy enough. Just put like a piece of paper or something to kind of on the joint where that is. But again, it's minor quibble. For some reason, this little piece here keeps falling off. It doesn't actually stay on. I might wind up using the cement. Come on, why aren't you going? Because you're going in the wrong way. Put it in the wrong way. There it goes. Yeah, so that piece kind of keeps wanting to come off. But I finished the straight build. So then I will start building the rest of the armors, because it came with, or like I finished up the beam sabers, lightsabers. So got that done. So that one also throughout the week. Probably continue building the rest of the armors, the hyper bazooka, the beam rifle, and the shield. I think were the only tools. Yeah, those are the only things it comes with. So get those done, and then, as I said, the panel line decal hell that comes with a 3.0. So yeah, I didn't actually. Did I post that? Yeah, I did post it. So where'd that go? Let me find that. I was signed in. Yes. So I wound up taking that picture. So we've got the perfect grade, the high grade 3.0, and again, I think I said that was either the workshop version that they give at cons when you're building at the con, or the high grade, but I think it's the workshop version. Still, it's a 1/144. So yeah, as one of our friends kind of responded, don't speak to my son or my son. And so, of course, I had to then kind of show off. Wait, oh, that's video? Oh, come on. Yeah. Turn off the sound. So, yeah. So I wound up showing this, which was what I showed off at last year's build competition. It's basically the Gunpla through the grades, which is what I'm doing here. So it's got the entry grade, the high grade, and the two real grade versions. High grade, entry grade, and real grade 1 I built on stream. So those should be in already. And yeah, I'll be finishing these hopefully for the next competition, which is in November of this year. So that's what I want to get the perfect grade done by. So that's the plan right now. Minimize you. All right, so welcome Jeff, thanks for joining. So yeah, let me have myself a little sip first. I always goof when I get these. I forget to. I like the bobas in them. Actually, no, I think these are jellies. But then I take a sip and I have to just chew through them until it's done. Anyway, so back to perfect grade. Let's see if my overhead camera is still working. Yes, it is. All right. So let's get back into that. Let's get the timer going. Start chew. So I did get most of the things that I'm going to be using. So 24, 22, 28, 22s. There it goes. Looking at the wrong thing. All right. And need 2U18s. Try these up here. Let's go there. Alright, so there's a U's. H. Alright, so yeah, I think these last trims kind of completes the H. So I'll have finally one kind of completed. Yeah. So actually no. Okay. That is gonna reach 17. Yeah. So may as well trim that one out too. So what are you gonna be working on today, Jeff? While you watch me, kind of making a fool of myself. So you said look nice. Were you talking about the 3 different Gundam scales that I showed, or the new kit that I bought? No. Those. So are you just what's it called? Priming or actually painting right now? Okay, actually painting. Wow. Uh, was no the well, one, as I keep telling my clients, laziness does not exist. There's always a reason why you don't do something. I was gonna say is like, can you reframe it as, you just didn't want to build in the middle of that heat from last week. So go down here. Side. There it goes. Which side is up? Okay, there it goes. Yeah. Yeah, there it goes. That. And this one. I haven't gotten around to watching them yet, but apparently all the rest of the latest season of Ryosanga Taruka finally subtitles finally came out. So actually, oh shoot, I forgot to set that up to start compiling the video with the subtitles. But usually, the subtitler would kind of drag it out, be about 2 weeks behind. Episode 10 just came out this week, and kind of a bit of a surprise. I went on their website, and the one they finished last week was number 7, and they had 8, 9, and 10 available today. So again, downloaded the subtitles, and now I just gotta get around to watching it. Well, compiling it with the subtitle and then watching it. You go to this side. Side up. There it goes. Still a warm day today. Okay, so U28. Hey, come on. U28. That's the last U. Yeah. Then everything else are A's. Yeah. Oh, well, no, actually, no. I got one last W here right now for this kit. Yeah. W13. So this is going to be fun to kind of cut out. stay up there. There it goes. Alright, so put you, where did I put you? Where did I put that now? I'll put you right there for now, because I won't be using that until I build the legs again. So that one's done. Now the fun part. With these, that's at least kind of helpful, is that it kind of rotates in. So I mean, I know I don't need to worry too much, but yeah, see, it kind of does try to pop out. So is that still recording? It claims it is. Alright. Is G21. Yeah. Alright. I don't think I'll need G for the next bit, but I think I'll just leave it up there. Okay, so it did stop. I don't know why my timer did not go, but hydration break. I think in addition, this is good kind of chance to kind of stretch break, because did finally take a chance to go meet with an occupational therapist this week, and they kind of gave me a couple exercises to do. I forgot to check how often, but at least once a day. So as good a time as any right now to kind of practice those. because one of their suggestions is that it probably is carpal tunnel, but it may be more of a kind of pinched nerve higher up in the neck or the elbow. So kind of gave me those to see if that helps relieve it. So far it hasn't, but we'll see. I mean, it's more the neck, and I feel it more. Like, I don't know what's going on. I think something might be going on with the actual kind of back muscles on my neck, because even when I'm on the recliner, I feel my head kind of going forward to watch TV when I'm like, but the recliner has a neck kind of support, so I don't know what that's about, but yeah. So I'm willing to at least try that right now and do a couple more. Stretches. All right. Now, will you actually keep the timer this time? All right. Switch you again. All right, let's go side view. Shoot. There it goes. All right. All right. There it goes. Come on. There it goes. All right. So, saying these need to be stretched out a bit. There it goes. All right. There it goes. Okay. So you see the pistons kind of moving all in there. Okay, fun. All right. I think I did that hand better than this hand. But, all right. So I need A13 now. So yeah. The A's 11, 12, 13. Let's just trim all these out now. And 2. And 21. And 14. M24. And 22. Okay, 18, 17. Two, and 11s. Alright, so that's all the A's, and these are going to be parts of the hips when I get around to them as well, so yeah, may as well get that in. Alright, so let's start you. Alright, 5 more minutes. Let's go slightly different. Stand by. Yep. Thanks for joining me, Loy. Thanks for kind of bumping up my number to a whole 2 today. Like there's still a bit there on that part there. All right. Okay. here. So yeah, that side. Yeah, so the outside elbow. Alright. Yeah. 2 minutes, yeah, you can get this part done. At least. So, did you go get yourself a Marianne birthday gift, Loy? Not yet. What you lagging? You said you were on your way on Friday. What happened? It wasn't a work from home day, so you didn't get the opportunity to go there after work, quote unquote. Although you could have just gone to the. This is supposed to do this, but I know it doesn't actually attach very well. I'm disappointed in you, Loy. You should have been on your way already when I sent you that. Came on a little late, but I showed off the purchase from last week. Did you get to see it, Jeff? You need to work on your high pressure tactics, Mr. Former Salesman. I bought something better. You know, and I'm not talking about the Lego kit. I'm talking about her. New best girl. Just because, yes, she's a builder. She comes with a compressor and airbrush, paint, and nippers. It's like, this is, you know, the secondary kind of channel mascot after mascot number 1, Nipako. In fact, I think she needs to go right next to Nipako. You know, they need to be my co-hosts or something. Right. Sit time. I should probably do that other one here. I mean, it will. I mean, it's on the wish list, all right? It's on the list of things to buy. I mean, that said, that list is quite long. Let me bring that up. actually have to log in, that's right. Come on. And of course it's gonna ask for the verification code. There it goes. Come on. Yeah, see someone logged in. That was me. Alright, so let's see. Yeah, sort by newest. Yeah. Alright. Wait. What? These are not actually. What? It's not actually sorted by newest. I guess it is. Anyway, alright. So let's go screen. So yeah, obviously I've added new ones. I forgot to tell you, Loy, because I saw this one as I was talking to you, but I'm feeling very targeted here. You know, mineral collection along with the botanical collection. Now they're gonna start having all the different minerals too. So I've got that. You know, Gizmo. No, some of these may not actually ever be bought, but they're on the hey, I want to keep an eye on them. So yeah, I think this was the oldest one that I have on here. Yeah, I may not actually buy these, but I like the idea of them. You know, so like the Giza Himeji Castle. See, I'm surprised it's not retired yet. Anyway, Notre Dame still needs to get Great Deku. Definitely not gonna buy this one, but it's one of those like it would be awesome to have. Do want to get the Artemis launch system. I've got most of the other space sets for the Spore and Sporling. The love one just because it's the art one, but when I do really want to get is the Van Gogh Sunflowers because I've got the other ones. I've got the La Gioconda, the Mona Lisa, and I have the Milky Way one. You know, and again, some of these are also for the girls. Again, Evolutionist Stem, Tyrannosaurus Max, might not actually buy them. R2, C3PO, may not actually get them. Mario Kart might be coming next. Sherlock Holmes, you just picked that one up, Loy. The Finny. So that's one of the. No, not that one. This one. Yeah, because I actually maxed out how many I could have on there. So see, Soundwave is still. You know, it's on the list. You know, and then of course continuing with the botanical sets. These two are botanicals. Wally coming soon. Actually, no, I think it's out already. And then Game Boy when it comes out. More botanical. This one's just for the art one. May get the Star Wars. Claims this one's art, but I don't know. Chopper, Bonsai, another botanical. And the castle again. That one's the architecture one. I may not actually pick that one up. Next actual planned purchase, right? That's not the, oh, I happen to walk in today and, oh, look, this is available. I may as well pick it up. Let's get back into this. Alright. Start you back up. There it goes. Alright. Oh, yes. Worked on this last one. No, it didn't. Here. Yeah, this one's. kit. I mean, again, those are all the planned kits, but because I keep going back to the Lego website every couple of weeks to see what's available, it's all planned. Some of them are a little more kind of definitely need to make the run out there. Like again, you know, the gingerbread at is a kind of maybe, I don't know if I actually want to get it, but it is part of the there's that armor. But yeah, as I was saying, I'm waiting to see what the actual kind of Christmas town edition is this year, to kind of get ready to purchase it. But that one also might be a hold off on purchase until November 1st, when I can see the gift with purchase gifts for those, because those are usually also Christmas themed. Alright, well, whatever. Should be only mostly invisible. But alright, let's start with that one right now. Actually, no, I did do that, didn't I? Well, the thing is, they usually do 2 rounds of gift with purchase, and they don't really run too many Black Friday sales. Although, well, they might, because a couple months ago, they did a kind of special insiders kind of like members sale on some of the sets, so that's also why I picked up. I think both the lunar module, no, not the lunar module, the what's the car, the lunar rover, and the what is it called, the Milky Way, because those are both on sale. So wound up picking those up then. But yeah, so yeah, they do 2 gift with purchases, and those are usually, again, Christmas Town themed. So I have to wait and see what those are going to be. One at the beginning of November, one I think generally after the 12th is when they do the second one. So that's what the next actual big planned purchase is. Yeah. Okay. And these sides. 6 minutes. Yeah, alright. Got time to do these. What is this one? Might run out of time for the other one. And then also want to get them in time to, well, no, I mean, so we start officially building the town, you know, right after Thanksgiving, so essentially Black Friday. So should have it on time. Trying to get myself to maybe try to slow down here, but I know I'm also trying to beat the clock and get this, at least this part done. And at least continue to talk about that. I don't think the kind of gingerbread house is the actual kind of Christmas edition, but there was a gingerbread house a couple years ago, maybe 2 years, maybe I don't think it was last year. So that might be part of that theme. Really hope they bring back the train that they had a couple of years ago, because that's what I'm looking forward to. We'll get that in 2 minutes. I mean, these are essentially the same, so I'll let myself go a little long. I mean, yeah. I mean, they just announced a new Death Star set again. It's a simplified one. It's not the full Death Star, but it does show off a lot of kind of the rooms in it. I don't particularly care for it. I don't like I don't know. There's something about it that just usually they come up with 2, maybe 3 versions of the kit. Yeah. I mean, at the same time, I'm sure they paid through the nose for the license, so it makes sense that they're gonna make all the use of it that they can. Because yeah, they've got, what is it, like three versions of the Millennium Falcon, at least out right now. Yeah. All right. Hey, just in time. Let's stick you in. Alright, so there's that. Now let's jump over to part I marked ahead, so we can start in on the shoulders as well, and the hips. They're all here. So A, D, G, I, L, O, P, Q, U. Alright, so yeah, I should have all of them already here. Alright. I mean, yeah, thinking about it, you're the marketing guy. You would know that they want to milk everything they can out of it as long as they can. Take some actual water while I'm at it too. All right. And yet you still, well, yeah, all right. You gave your point. You don't much care for, Legend of Zelda, so that's fair. Because you weren't a fan before, so the prequels were the ones that got you into it. So of course you're a fan of the prequels. Just like, the kids for whom those were their Star Wars, so yeah, they like those ones better. And I mean, I'm still allowed to make fun of the hacky writing. Back into it. Okay, there's that. All right. Okay. 10. There it goes. Ah, yes, there are 4. That's why. I was looking at the wrong ones. All right. And I think this should be all the eyes that are used here. Actually, no, that's right. And then I 14 and 10, or is that 9? Fourteen and 9. Yeah, so these are all weapons, so they can all wait for another one. Alright, and then I need to use here. Right. 29. And are they all U29? Okay. Okay. Nine. Okay, yeah, I'll give you that point. I'll concede that point. But I mean, he had someone at least telling him not to do something a certain way. These, yes. With the original ones. 20 and 17, is that right? Yeah, 20 and 17. All right. And 17. Oh, wait, that's right. D15, D16. Yeah, there it goes. are essentially undergated, so I'm not gonna worry too much. No better line than do or do not. There is no try. Come on now. And as someone said, despite it all, at the end of the day, it ends in a teddy bear picnic. Oh no, not anymore. Not after the sequels. 7, 8, and 9. So no, it doesn't end in the teddy bear picnic anymore. And I mean, after the re-releases, it ended with Celebration All Across the Galaxy. That long ago galaxy far, far away. And it ends with Wisa Free. That was so bad. Wait. How bad was the Costco today, Jeff? I saw you posted you went. It reminds you of Hong Kong. How bad was it? I mean, yours is. I mean, they all are really, but I don't know. I feel like yours could be one of the more packed ones. I'm asking because I'm going tomorrow. I don't think there's anything major to really worry about that would drive people to Costco besides it being Costco. hopefully, well, no, I know. Wife doesn't know I know, but I know that mine has kind of gone to Coke now because I made a side trip myself to go pick up some Lego from Costco. Because they always, you know, at least those are the sales, you know, it's like 20 bucks less for a kit. Got the Grogu kit for quite a bit less, actually. I don't remember how much less, but it was like, it was the standard kind of Costco sale, and then I had the, then they also had an extra, kind of extra off of it. Alright. Break time. I don't know. Cannons. I mean, what's alright? Granted, I have not played the 64 Zeldas or any of the newer Zeldas. I think I started. What was the first Switch one? Anyway, started that one, but never got much further on it. So, I mean, I don't know. But yeah, I don't know what the castles would look like. Yeah, I might do that next time for the extra, like 20% back too. Although, I don't know. Okay, that's right. Stretch. Ooh. More tea. No. Alright, let's get back to that. Side view again. Yeah, there it goes. The only thing I don't like sometimes about at least the side view, I mean the cameras are good, but Razer doesn't do a good job of recognizing if you've got more than one of that camera. So sometimes it causes that issue where it just kind of freezes and hangs. Although, I mean, granted, it really only does it just after kind of changing, and then sometimes it'll be good after that. Like sometimes I need to kind of change camera, come back to it, and then kind of resets itself. I don't know. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah. All right. That's right. Yeah. These two facing out. one facing down. Come on. There it goes. All right, shoulder one. Shoulder two. I mean, I know mine was, but well, mine is the one in the ghetto down in Inglewood. So I'm sure they were trying to finish up, and I don't know, their machines were always kind of running out and taking forever to be filled up. So I think they were just trying to finish up all the Pepsi that they still had. No one to be stuck with any of it and like having to send it back or whatever. I don't know. There's something about it that just felt off. Again, I went like 2 weeks ago. Yeah, I think 2 weeks ago I went and they had fixed that. So got myself the hot dog, the pizza, and the Coke. Okay. No, it is meant to be like that. Okay. Just noticed it has a bit of a like not gradation, kind of tapering effect on the top. Why can't you have any till Monday? Having some kind of testing done or something? Which reminds me, speaking of testing, why am I bothering with that? Anyway, you know, when I went into occupational therapy, also made sure to, well, my doctor reminded me, you know, gotta get my blood test, kind of check my kind of levels of stuff, and apparently I'm pretty good. You know, the cholesterol went down, so there's that. You know, still little risk of diabetes, so I'll have to kind of keep an eye on that one. Ah, that's right. You keep doing those. The heck? Moth and baby moth, so yeah, got it. Slush as well. Again, I got the Coke Slurpees. I know what that is. I know what that is. I'll have to look at the break, Loy. It's coming up soon, but we'll see. Start in on the hips today because it's already 10:30. I mean, took too long showing you guys my wish list. Stop being sedentary. Does he understand how jobs work? Time to break the bikes out of storage, hey Loy? I mean, yeah, okay, that's stopping there. I mean, I was kind of thinking about that. At least for me, I kind of get that when I use the bike to take the sport to school and her daycare. You know, that's my, even though it is kind of electric assisted pedaling, but it's not all assisted. I'm not using the engine the whole way. So I mean, that was at least what I started thinking. I'm like, all right, yeah, I mean, I get my movement in that way. And all the pacing around the house, it's like when I pick up, like, grab this and take it into the other room, and come back and pick up the next thing and take it into the other room and pick up the next thing, and yeah, there's my 20 minutes of walking. Yeah, just pick up the bike, Loy. Get back to riding around the what is it called? The reservoir. Yeah. Anyway, that thing. Alright, I mean, I'll probably get that middle section at least done. And then I'll get the hip guards done probably tomorrow. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Exit. Oh, that's right. Okay, you mentioned no. Oh, okay. Oh, the A's, the Coke slush. What the heck? What kind of dark magic is that? The hell kind of black magic was that? Like, I know it's a glass bottle, and that helps, but and like I've seen that. Like I think one time I kind of did the thing myself, where I was like, I put like one in the fridge, not a Coke, but I think I put something in the fridge, and it was kind of long enough, and I did the whole, like, yeah, just give it a tap and just see all the ice crystals form in it and becoming a slush. I think I did that with a Gatorade, but anyway, so that was kind of interesting. But again, this, whatever this machine was, like, what the heck? How? What? Where's the physics behind it? Where's the explanations? Alright. Okay. Get back to it. Start you again. Yeah. Is it recording? Yeah. So I need you 30. 3. And 34. And 34. Yeah, all right. That's all the U's there. G7, G8. L7. One. Okay. Oui. Don't want to do the embellishment on this one. I did it for the. I did the. Where's that? Yeah. The holographic gold. Did it for, I think, the real grade 2.0, and I think I did it for the master grade 3.0. So I don't know. Nah, I don't think I'll do it for that one. All right. So and then G7 and G8. There it goes. 7. 8. And 7. This is going to be one of those. Yeah. All right. I'll trim them, but I won't actually kind of do any of the filing till and then you go where? Go here, obviously. This one goes up here. This one goes up here. Interesting. Doesn't matter which side. Yeah. Alright, so that way. Then matter. No, doesn't really matter which side's up. So before that, let's also trim these. Why do you not want to go in? Come on. Don't you want to go home? Oh, that's right. Come on, stop falling out. Apparently this is something on these kits. Okay. This part is just supposed to kind of move. Alright. What's up with that? Okay, well, at least it's good to know that it is something about those. It's supposed to move. The little codpiece thing. I don't know why I'm bothering. No one's actually going to be lifting its skirt to kind of check under it. Check what's in its pants. So, yeah, like I said, I think I'll just do that part. Yeah, one last bit. And then we'll just finish it off. So it's just 3. Anyway. So then it's G15, 8, 10, 16, 15. So I'll be finishing with A as well. Yeah. That's all the rest of A. All right. Stretching that neck again. Okay. Bring his arm down. All right. Be excellent to each other. So, yeah. Turn the hand in. There goes. There goes. Be excellent to each other. Falling forward. All right, last little bit. No screws on that part, yeah, but there is a screw at the bottom of the plate that goes into. Oh, yeah. So I won't actually be able to put it on. I probably can if I. Screw. Yeah, okay, I'll probably do that one too. Alright, so then I need G15 and A's and P's. Alright, well, let's start you again. Start that. Okay, so this is the front. top. Okay. Mm, 16. Alright, there's all the way there as well. Alright, and then I said P. Yeah. P5. P17, yeah. So. And 5. Which one is that one? Camera. Which one are you? Silver. Alright. That makes it easier. I know each one of these. Alright. That the bigger angle should be on the front. All right, so we'll run it that way. So yeah, apparently both do this gimmick. I'm not sure what that's about, but okay. It's a gimmick that it has. Alright. Feel the end is coming. Yeah, going a little long. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna go a little long just for those extra 2 minutes, I think. Because I need to do one of these, I think. Okay. Yeah, I see how that is. Alright. There's the alarm. How much? At 11 o'clock mark. Yeah, just gonna. No, this is going a little long. Alright. And that's where, yeah, the Hyper Bazooka gets attached. Alright, so is it stopped? Nope. Alright. Alright, so I will yeah, do this section, go past like 5 minutes, and yeah, we'll pick up from tomorrow. Which is because I want to make sure I get this part in so that it actually holds in it. Is this apparently, yeah, this will go in there. All right, yeah. All right, so I'll get that done, and it'll be balanced on this really thin part, but it'll do. Yeah. Let's see, grab a screwdriver while I'm at it too. Alright. Okay. Yeah, that's just all that is. So this part, I'm not gonna stress it too much. I'm not gonna bother with doing much of this one. And I mean, if anything, fine. I'll probably wind up using one of the Daiso ones. Let me just finish that off. All right, as well. Just go right into it. Anything, or at least make sure that there isn't anything extra causing it to get caught up on anything, but and then a little bit little ball. Okay, does kind of matter. Just have that, but drop them again. At least it wasn't all of it this time. Well, no, it wasn't all last time either, but I did spill quite a bit of this last week. Some of it's still on the ground. I need to kind of sweep it up and vacuum it. Don't really need to be saving this. I mean, could make it into sprue glue at some point, just kind of have it be multicolor. So yeah, bit of, I don't know why I'm saving it. Alright, so let's Scissors, that part to the front. Alright. Yep, there it goes. Alright. I mean, this is all they can kind of rotate, really. Alright. So, well. Alright, he's way off balance. There it goes. Well, I'll figure it out. Anyway. So, we are at least finished for today. Tomorrow, as I said, I think I will finish up the hips and then decide what I want to start in next. If I want to do, considering time constraints, be excellent to each other. All right. Anyway, so yeah, he's. I mean, so yeah, here. Come on, there it goes. So yeah, compared to the high grade or to the master grade here, it's about as big as that. I mean, 1/60 scale. So yeah, he is pretty big. Yeah. The high grade Psycho Gundam is just a little shorter than the GPO-1FB that I have built. So yeah, they're pretty big. All right, so we will kind of pick up tomorrow, do the rest of the hips, get the hip kind of shielding done, and then decide, excuse me, if I choose to do, I don't know, a core fighter or starting on the legs. I'll probably get one leg done if tomorrow. I don't know, it'll be hard to tell. I don't know what's a good plan. Anyway, so yeah, Jeff, Loy, they didn't lie, like I said on the post. But you know, third viewer, it says there's 3 viewers, I don't know. Anyway, third viewer, thanks for joining in just at the last minute. I've just finished up the hips and the left arm today. We will start on, well, finish up the hips tomorrow and decide if I do the legs or start on the legs, or just because it's here, might start on the core fighter. We'll see. I'll decide tomorrow. But Jeff, Lloyd, thanks for having me on. I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one. Bye.